Okay, so if you don't know, yesterday I actually showed you guys all the chairs and told you guys every pay-per-view I've ever been to, and that actually had me thinking, what are some of the best shows I've ever been to? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Brandon Hodge here. It's not Saturday, it's not the top 10 day. This is kind of different because on Saturdays I'll do like a wrestling topic. This is kind of different. I'm gonna be talking about like my favorite shows I've ever been to. So May this month, I am doing a video every day, and today I was like completely dead. I didn't know what to do. So I went on like Twitter and Instagram and asked people, and someone actually recommended this, and I was actually already kind of thinking this from yesterday's video, and someone recommended it, and I went ahead and made a list. So I got my list right here with my pink pencil, the list of best shows. Cover up the Jericho there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started so this video won't be terribly long. So here we go. Okay, so number 5, the 5th best show I've ever been to. Okay, so well, before I actually get into this, okay, I had to go to 5. I've been to over 50 shows. And honestly, I can't remember half the shows I've been to. I'm sure there's others in there that are better and that should be on this list that I'm just forgetting. And a lot of these you may think weren't that good, but when I was there, it was really amazing. The crowd was amazing. I had a wonderful time. So let's go ahead and get into this with number 5. Number 5, Raw, January the 2nd, 2012. This show's very close to my heart because this was actually, believe it or not, my first show. My first show was in 2012. A lot of people are shocked by that. I'm like, well, when I was a little kid, well, I wasn't little. I was like, what, 2012, like 13 or 14 or something like that. But like when I was a little kid, I didn't realize WWE actually tours. I thought they like filmed all the shows in the same location for some reason. I guess I didn't see the little thing on the beginning of Raw where they say where they are, but I didn't realize it, and then I actually went on WWE.com and like, ooh, events, what's this? Click that. Tennessee? I live in Tennessee. Memphis! Yeah, let's go to Memphis! And Memphis is 7 hours from me. I don't know why I drove 7 hours for a Raw, but I did, and it actually turned out to be a pretty good Raw. Of course, I'm saying it was great because it was my first ever show, and when you're a little kid and your first ever wrestling event, you're all hyped and ready. But so this Raw, I mean, it was actually pretty good looking back at it. So matches, we had of course 2012, and most Raws now. The main event's gonna be a tag match. It was okay. It was like Cena and Zack Ryder. I can't really remember. I remember it was a tag match. Also, we had a WWE Championship match. We have Dolph Ziggler when Dolph Ziggler was actually being pushed and actually utilized correctly. We had Dolph Ziggler versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship. That was actually a pretty good match. And the main thing from this episode of Monday Night Raw was Chris Jericho returning. So like weeks and weeks, they had these little vignette type things that says 1-2, the first Raw of 2012. It's coming. He's coming. Who is it? And then it was just like a redo of his debut in 1999 or whatever, or the 2000, whatever the first, I think it was the first Raw of 2000 or something. But you know, the lights went dark, the place started rumbling, and then you had the Y2J fireworks or the pyro or whatever, and then Chris Jericho came out. He was coming back from his hiatus. I believe it was like a year or two hiatus. So that was an amazing moment. I marked out so bad. I mean, you imagine 13-year-old. First Raw, Chris Jericho returns. I'm marking out so bad. That was a wonderful Raw, and that is number 5. Number 4, I got it out. Number 4, Night of Champions 2014, September the 21st, 2014. Let me sit this down. Okay, that Night of Champions 2014 was in Nashville. Another show that was in Tennessee. So I've got some matches wrote down here. So it was supposed to be like Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. This was back before they were ever even considered to be in the main event. They were like in the mid card, and Roman Reigns got like a hernia, like I don't know, he like lifted or house show. I don't even know how he got the hernia, but he had a hernia surgery. So Seth Rollins won that match via forfeit, and then actually Seth Rollins was like in the ring talking smack. And I remember like Ambrose was like, I believe he was like injured or something, or like Seth Rollins took him out or something, and like Ambrose returned. I hope this is the right pay-per-view. I believe this is the right pay-per-view. And then like Seth Rollins and Ambrose like had a little brawl through the crowd or whatever. Also during this pay-per-view, we had it wasn't the Women's Championship yet, it was the Divas Championship. We had AJ Lee. It was a triple threat Divas match. And remember, this is like one of the first times they actually considered giving the women a longer match. It was a triple threat, Paige, Nikki Bella, and AJ Lee for the championship. Of course, AJ Lee retained. I believe that was on the whole longest reigning Divas champion or whatever, the whole thing. And the main event of Night of Champions was John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Amazing match, absolutely loved it. Of course, Cena was the champion, walked out with the championship, and Seth Rollins actually teased cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase. And that was a wonderful pay-per-view, and that is number 4. Number 3, another Raw, another Nashville show. I live 5 hours from Nashville. I don't know why I go to Nashville shows so much. By the way, there's a Raw there, like like in July, the Raw before Battlegrounds in Nashville. I'll be there. So if you live in Nashville and you haven't met me at one of those Nashville shows I've been to, you can come and meet me. I might do a meetup because Nashville, for some reason, I get a lot of fans there. I guess because I go like so many shows there. But number 3 is another Raw in Nashville, February the 23rd, 2015. 23rd? Yes, I get it right. February the 23rd, 2015. This wasn't necessarily an amazing Raw. It was the Raw after Fastlane. Like the first year they did Fastlane 2015. I really should have went to Fastlane. It was in Memphis. It's just like the 7-hour drive is like so intimidating to me. But this was a pretty good Raw. It was basically Mania build up with Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns doing their little promo because Roman Reigns was main eventing WrestleMania and the crowd hated him in Nashville. Also, what else do I remember from this? Randy Orton, he returned at Fastlane, and the next night he got to explain himself and all that, and he joined back with the Authority, but he was pretending to be a heel when he was really a babyface. It was crazy. And then the main thing why this is on this list, this was like the last time I saw Daniel Bryan wrestle. I believe it was right after his like first injury where he was out for like a year or something. And then he came back. And then of course he got injured at not WrestleMania, like he got injured in the UK tour like shortly after that. That was the last time I saw Daniel Bryan wrestle. It was amazing. Had second row for that. It was great. I don't know if I mentioned let's go back to number 5. Let's go back to number 5. So the first show I ever went to, the Raw in 2012 in Memphis, I sat row 5. Number 4, Night of Champions, I sat row 5 again. And right here where we're at, I sat second row for that last time I ever saw Daniel Bryan wrestle. Number 2 is a tie between Over the Limit 2012, and I don't think I have to remove it. I think you can see it, Money in the Bank 2016. Money in the Bank 2016. I'm actually wearing the shirt for it. Money in the Bank 2016, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. So Over the Limit was in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Money in the Bank was in Las Vegas. That was such an amazing trip, which is probably another reason why the Money in the Bank is on this list. It was such an amazing trip. My first time on the West Coast, I went to Los Angeles and San Francisco that same week. Then I flew over to Las Vegas. Amazing show. So I got some matches here from both shows to explain to you guys why it's on the list. So I guess we'll start off with Over the Limit 2012. So this was May the 20th, 2012. Like I said, Raleigh, North Carolina. I sat third row for Over the Limit and third row for Money in the Bank as well. So Over the Limit, the main attraction, the main event was John Cena versus John Laurinaitis. It sounds ridiculous, right? John Laurinaitis and John Cena. It was like a no disqualification. They had like trash and fire extinguishers and everything, and then like Big Show interrupted it. I'm sure you guys remember that. But the main reason Over the Limit is actually on this list, looking back at it, it was so amazing. CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship. Yes, you heard me right. CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, WWE Championship. That was such an amazing match. As you can imagine, an incredible technical wrestling match. And that's basically why Over the Limit's tied with Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank, of course, I'm sure most people remember it. The Money in the Bank ladder match, of course, Dean Ambrose won. Main event was Roman Reigns, the champion, versus Seth Rollins. And then Seth Rollins won the title. Ambrose came out, cashed in, and won it off Rollins. Amazing 2 pay-per-views, and those 2 pay-per-views are number 2. Oh yeah, another reason why Money in the Bank is on this list is because I caught Big Cass's shirt at Money in the Bank, which brings me to number 1. Number 1 here, Survivor Series. One of the reasons why Survivor Series is on this list is because I caught Ryback's beanie. I caught confetti also. Maybe this is just on the list so I can brag because I caught something. While we're at it, let's put Payback 2015 on the list too because I caught Cena's hat. I'm just kidding, guys. Payback wasn't that good. But number 1 is actually a triple threat tie. Yeah, we'll call it a triple threat tie. So Survivor Series 2016, WrestleMania 29. I don't have a chair for that because I didn't sit close enough to get a chair. And another tie with WrestleMania 33. So WrestleMania 29, WrestleMania 33, and Survivor Series 2016 are tied for number 1. Let me explain some matches on there. Survivor Series 2015, of course, was The Undertaker's 25th anniversary whole deal. And the whole pay-per-view was basically surrounded around The Undertaker. And that's mainly why it's on this. And of course, I got Ryback's beanie. I also got confetti. The main event of Survivor Series 2015 was Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose for the WWE Championship. This, of course, was when Seth Rollins got injured, unfortunately, and they had to have the whole tournament. But it was an amazing show. A lot of people weren't a huge fan of it, but being there, second row, it was great. I forgot to mention, for WrestleMania 29, I'm not really too sure what row I sat. I believe it was floor. It was probably like row 20. No, probably like row 25 or something. WrestleMania 33, I sat row 13. I mean, WrestleMania tickets are expensive, guys, but WrestleMania 13, and then, of course, does it say WrestleMania? I mean, row 13 for WrestleMania 33, and row 2 for Survivor Series 2015. So on to WrestleMania 29. I'm looking over because I have a Kmart chair, but it's not actually a real one, so I'm not going to even bother showing it to you. But WrestleMania 29, of course, we had CM Punk versus The Undertaker. That was an amazing match. And the main event of WrestleMania 29 was The Rock versus John Cena. Another incredible match. WrestleMania 33, I'm pretty sure we all can remember all the matches from WrestleMania 33. We had Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, we had Orton, Wyatt, we had Taker, Roman Reigns. It was a pretty good pay-per-view. 9 hours was in that stadium, insane, especially sitting alone. It gets a little boring, especially when you don't have phone signal in there. But yeah, guys, that is my top 5, more like a top 8 because I had to do so many ties. I'm leaving a lot off. Most of these actually vlogged for. The ones after 2014 or the 2014 and later I vlogged for. Like over the limit I wanted to vlog. I was doing YouTube in 2012. It's just I don't know, the whole do not record was kind of intimidating, which now I can't even record shows at all because, well, I can record my reaction to the show. I can't record the show itself because now WWE watches me. It's wonderful. WWE, hire me. I'll do like some kind of job for you now. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching this video, this top 5 shows I've been to. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it wasn't too long here. And yeah, guys, I'm video every day here. Make sure to come back and check out a new video every day. Tomorrow, I'm either doing a recap of Raw and SmackDown this week, since most people didn't watch since it wasn't live and it was recorded pre-taped in London. So I'm either doing a recap of Raw and SmackDown or a Q&A. Stay tuned to my Twitter for that. If I do a Q&A, you'll probably send in questions via Twitter and Instagram. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching this video. This is the end card. Down there's my second channel, which I promise I'm starting daily vlogging on here pretty soon. Over here are some previous videos from this month that I think you guys might like. And if you guys haven't already, make sure to like this video. And if you're brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video.